What's up, guys? Today we're talking about the 3 big mistakes that successful guys make, that they make in their relationships with their special lady, and how to fix these big 3 things, right? So, see this all the time. See this with guys in and out of relationship, but especially for you guys who are looking for that relationship. These are things that you want to fix, okay? And pay attention to. Because inevitably every guy does it. Every guy might get a little lazy because the game of love, you know the saying, all is fair in love and war? That's what we always talk about here, right? So, and by the way, like, comment, share. If you get value out of this, if you like this, share with somebody who might be in need of help of these kinds of tips and everything like that as well. So, I'm David Hamilton, by the way, if you don't know me, with Core Confidence, and nice to meet you if we haven't met, and if we have seen each other before, good to see you again. And so, State of the End also have something customized and special for you guys that really want to take it to the next step further. Especially, I really specialize in helping successful entrepreneurs, executives, and the like, who have dialed in the business side of things, but not the love side of things, okay? Because that's been me, right? And I best help who I'm like. So, and also, if you want some additional help and you have not yet seen and want to know my methodology, you got to check out my Attraction on Command Masterclass, and you can just type in the comments below class, or hashtag class if you want to be super social media like, and make sure to get you a link. I'll make sure to get you a link to the masterclass so you can watch that in the 5 attraction accelerators, okay? So today we're talking about those 3 main reasons that men fail in relationships with their special lady. And this is, again, super common, see it all the time. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that happens, okay, that guys do when they are really into, and it could be this too, it could be they're really into a girl, right? Maybe it's a girl they're seeing, maybe it's a girl they're not seeing, a woman, okay? But all of a sudden their behavior changes when it's around that girl, right? And maybe they feel like, oh, I'm so lucky to have gotten a relationship with her. It really doesn't matter at which stage, it's all the same factors here, okay? So the first factor here is, or the first reason, is that they are not present enough with their woman. They're not present enough, okay? And that can look like a few different things. That can look like working too much. That can work like, not paying enough attention to the relationship, or kind of slacking off on being the guy that she originally found irresistible, the guy that she was really originally attracted to. But another way that it can show up, this lack of presence, is by projecting and being way too into her, which is your image and projection of who she is versus who she really is. See, and that's really kind of a hidden one here, because, oh yeah, it's obvious. He's working too much. You're working too much. You're hanging out with your friends too much. You're with the kids too much. Whatever it is, right? Especially if you're, a single dad, like a lot of guys that reach out for help on this stuff with me. But the hidden one is making this idyllic image of her and projecting it onto her, aka pedestalizing, that I talk all about in the masterclass. So again, type hashtag class if you haven't seen that yet or want to re-see it. Make sure to get you the link. And then that's like 2 sides of the spectrum, right? Just kind of not there and too much there in a way, but it's too much there in your own mental image of, over glorifying her, or actually making her not a human being, and actually puts a lot of pressure on her, especially, with really attractive women. All this pressure, they want to be able to relax and hang out and be around a guy who doesn't put them on this pedestal. Just like celebrities. Celebrities don't hang out with their fans. There's a good reason for that. And sort of hot women are the celebrities of, the dating and mating world. So you have to do the opposite of what most guys do and remove that pedestal and be on the level, right? So that's the first one. Okay. The second one that is really big as well is not having enough backbone or spine. Okay. Now, backbone and spine isn't being a jerk. It is being strong and standing up for yourself when you need to, and standing up for her and for the relationship. And far too many men, especially, and what happens is a lot of times guys may have it at first, but then like, I can just relax and, sit here on the couch and not be the same guy that I was that had that backbone. And then all of a sudden the complaints start. Okay. She starts complaining about all this stuff about you, the relationship stuff around your house or hers or whatever, right? But she's not really complaining about that. That's usually a symptom of you not having backbone, presence too, right? These all go together. And you being this different guy than she first originally met and was attracted to. And then it happens, right? Then it happens. One day she says, I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore, John. I love you, Scott, but I just don't have those same feelings. Can we just, I really value our relationship and I don't want to lose you, right? I don't want to lose you, but I just don't feel attracted to you in that way anymore. I'm attracted to you as a human being. No, you're a great person, Scott. Jason, listen, right? We all know the story. We've all been through it. Most all of us, right? So you've got to keep that backbone in place, okay? And when you don't, the cost is that conversation, or you drift away, or, a number of other things. I'm trying to think of some other scenarios, but those are really the main ones, okay? And then the third one is also, again, one that doesn't come up to mind, especially when you're in a relationship, because, you should be loving and caring. That's true. But the third one is smothering, what I call smothering. Okay. And it's when you behave way too lovey-dovey and it's not being reciprocated, and then you do more of it, and then she drifts away and goes away, right? And what happens is it shows a lack of your own self-value and self-respect. And she may never say anything about this, by the way, but she subconsciously will feel less and less attracted, because smothering ties into putting her as your end-all be-all in the world, okay, of everything. The man on a mission, right? You've all heard about man on a mission and how that man's on a mission, right? And wow, he's really something. He's a force. He's got a purpose moving through the world. That's a real force to be reckoned with in a positive way, right? Women love that, and it's really part of how the attraction dynamic works. I'm not saying she can't be right up next to there, but if you put her above what you're up to in the world, how you are as a man, what you believe in, your values, all that stuff, and you kind of throw those to the side for her to try to get the relationship back or fix it or keep it going, it's disastrous, right? It's like the glue comes out of the relationship and it just starts falling apart, and quite often very rapidly, okay? So it's smothering / putting her as top number one priority. I'm not saying, again, she can't be right up there, but it's just not attractive to women. They don't like it, and they'll start complaining. And with all these things, they'll start complaining, but especially with the last two, right? In a way, funnily enough, on the attraction side of things, if you're not as present and working too much in this and that, that's easier to fix, right? From an attraction side, there's a connection problem than having a backbone problem or a smothering / putting her top of the pyramid, number one, above everything else, right? Because it doesn't make sense when especially when you've got the feelings of love going on and you just feel so compelled to smother her with love, or to not stand up for yourself because she's getting upset and flustered, and what she's mad about isn't really what she's mad about. So you kind of like don't want to lose her, and you play it safe, and so you get soft, and then she keeps pushing for your hardness, for your spine, and it's not there. She pushes more and more and goes more crazy and more wild. And I'm not saying literally crazy, but in her energy, in her, where is the guy that I was attracted to? And there we have it. And then you're already, as I like to say to clients a lot, you know, this stuff works like the Titanic going for an iceberg. And so hundreds of miles out, you're already a few degrees off and headed for that iceberg going full speed. And by the time you need to hit the brakes, it's too late, and bam, right into the iceberg. That's how this stuff works. So you have to correct it ahead of time. You've got to correct it before you're in a relationship or even dating, depending on where you're at in your stages or while you're dating. Because what happens often many times, and I get guys coming to me that are actually can talk to women, have confidence, but as soon as they start dating women or interested, it all falls apart. Of course, there are guys with less confidence and all that stuff too. You know, it's the full range, okay? So listen, if you want personalized help with this and you're a successful entrepreneur, executive, you know, high-end professional, because those are the guys that I help best and really customize the plans for, then just type call in the comments and we can have a little chat about setting up a call, mapping out a plan, what's working, what's not, mapping out your vision, so on and so forth, so you can have the love life you want. So you can have not only the special lady that you want, but ensure that that relationship is going to work for years to come, because it's working from your side as the leader, as the attractor, as the guy that she finds irresistible, not only from when she first meets you and you start dating, but all the way in years to come. Like my clients Michael and Judd and Nick and Jeff and the other Jeff and Randy. The list goes on and on and on, okay? So just type call if you want to do that. And so today we talked about the 3 main reasons that men fail in relationship with their special lady. Number 1, not having enough presence, and that can go on either side of the pendulum that I spoke about. Number 2, not having backbone. Number 3, the smothering, making her your everything, right? And until next time, we're complete. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.